Greetings. Happy Mother's Day. Yeah, it's obvious at this point that we're getting our messages through movies, divination, things of that nature. And expect the unexpected. I mean, when I hear the energy in the collective, number one, anytime you see Fox, that's going to be straight up tomfoolery in the situation. It's what it is. It's what the Fox represents, deception. You've got eagle, fox. What else was it? Eagle, fox, bee sting. It's what it is, man. That's the energy of the movie The Frighteners. You have all of these paranormal mediums, psychics, running around. What they put out comes back to them. I have photographic evidence of a jinn possession. You've got jinn possession in the cards. You've got Pisces light triggers the demons. It's just what it is. It's just what it is. You take the movie The Frighteners, and I already got some kind of confirmation from the fucking FBI of a doll's head with numbers on it. Okay, that's the movie The Frighteners. You've got two pissed off lovers running around in today's Mother's Day. One Halloween Scorpio death energy with a body count bigger than any of us. And an Aries goddess of fucking war. It's what it is. People, if you're not intuitive, you're not going to see the things that we see. A seer of souls is certainly going to see karma different than other people. You've got brown energy. You've got TJ energy that showed up in the collection. Okay, cool. TJ Brown is my uncle. That is the meanest man in Natural Dam. That's how he was known. He was the constable. He was he was the hanging judge. What the fuck? It's what I used to go to stock shows. I'd see people from around that area and I'd ask them, hey, you know TJ Brown? I'm like, yeah, why? Well, that's my uncle. They're like, don't ever tell anyone that. That's the meanest man in Natural Dam. When he crushed every bone in his body, breaking a horse, and was airlifted off of that mountain land, that inheritance that's all over the Tarot Collective. It's fucking called Lowe Road for a reason. There ain't a low on the fucking thing. Anyway, that was TJ's. He took care of it. He worked the land. When he crushed every bone in his body, he had a spiritual awakening beyond fucking... He heard the same voices that I tapped into out there. Told the whole family. I'm sitting back going, oh, I've been there before, buddy. The introverted intuitive, imagine that. Imagine that. Imagine a seer of souls being able to tap into the land out there as a healer. Imagine that shit. He fucking told the whole family, come get the firearms out of the house. I'm hearing voices. I'm seeing ghosts. I'm seeing... Been there, buddy. Swear you can't tell the family that, though, because they're dead. They have classes for what he went through. Thank you, Miss Torres. They have classes for what he was going through. No one understood anything. That he was having a massive spiritual awakening before he passed away. Did they distill their spirits? Yes. An old charter, the shit had a crow on it. You've got eat crow energy all up in the tarot coin. That's what it is. Don't expect people to see the things that you see if you're not an energy reader. We're going to go ahead and Start with polarity. We're going to put the karmics on one side, the power on the other, and the manifestation right in the middle, since that's what I'm guided to do. Emotions, well, we're taking our power back. Obviously, we're going to have to balance our emotions. Happy Mother's Day, by the way. That's what it is. And okay, so Pisces ancestors don't play. They're telling you to call upon Sun Ra. They're talking about solar angels in the collective. Pisces is an angelic Reiki master. We've let go and give it to God. I'm getting synchronicities of UAP shit, light balls coming. The chat, the Chris Bledsoe story. Yeah, I've got video that someone sent me of what the fuck is following me. I send it to someone else and I get my love language. What am I looking at? Yeah, you guys are far from crazy. Pisces walks between the worlds. It's a Google search. Pisces, the rare ability to walk between the worlds. INFJ, the consciously unconscious human seer of souls. The shit that all the tarot readers are talking about is haunting them is the shit I had to learn to protect myself from. Can I see it? Absolutely. It's very hard to fight an enemy that you can't see. Cool. Did they do it? Did they activate their astral sight? Did they raise their vibration to higher fucking frequencies, or are they in the lower frequencies of shadow people and shit? Jinn, ghosts, spirits, the dead's coming back in spirit form, whatever you want to call it. Usually in the tradition of people, they're known as the jinn. So when people come to me, I'm seeing ghosts and dead, I know exactly what they're talking about. Harmony and balance. That's what it is. Right? Yeah, you got to think. Maybe it's the wrong approach. However, you want to trigger my demon and upset me, tell me that you're having these experiences and no one understands you. They have classes for the shit people don't understand you about. Are they expensive classes? Some, yeah. You have to invest in that shit. You have to invest in your vehicle like you would your fucking car. I put a stereo system in my shit. It's just what it is. I see stupid in stereo and I can see things that other people can't because I took classes other people don't have. Does that make me better than anyone else? No, I just did the work. That's going to make people feel inferior. Cool. You fucking great power comes great responsibility. Fucking sweet. Then I'm Slider, man. I affect electricity. So let's not talk about what gifts we have. Right? That's what I shielded I knew if I was going to take on all of this energy, calling in sunlight, I walk out and drop the chokeray on the fucking sun. Call it in. Dolores Cannon told us when the frequency gets too high, that ringing in your ears, imagine a knob up in your soul star chakra and ask your guides to turn it down. I'm stupid. I told them to turn it up. Turn it up! Sweet Home Alabama, baby. And what do you have? Readers talking, they're singing Sweet Home. When they say that, that's the first thing I think of. That message is just for me. Thank you for that. That's what it is. That's what it is. Now you've got Scorpio readings about these lying ass females came after a divine judge. Would that be the divine Pisces? That's the INFJ, introvert, intuitive, feeling, and judging. Is that who that is, Heavenly Heathen? Is that who you're talking about? You talking about that guy? Cold as Pluto ice. That's what it is. And warm as the Pisces sun. And they're worried about my ability to shapeshift energy. It's a mirror. Hell, it depends on what you put in front of the mirror. They can't believe what they're seeing. That's because when they're around the frequency, the vibration doesn't match. They lower the vibe. They lower the frequency. They dim the energy. Pisces, they can't be in your energy. Yes, tarot reader, I understand that. They kill the buzz. They kill the vibe. God is all it is. Angels, archangels, ascended masters, the divine white light. Has to be a clear and infinite channel for your wisdom at this time for myself as well as those I do readings for. Namaste. Right, you got to think it's Mother's Day. Wonderful. Right? No one believes in the human slider phenomenon that you can Google, yet they can believe that when my mother broke her ankle, she had to replace 3 bone stimulators. Some kind of fucking machine. Cool, every time I touched it, the shit broke. She just didn't need it. She just didn't need that shit. It's what it is. It's what it is. Those electronics, they're just not needed around here. You've got flashing lights. You guys got all kinds of weird paranormal shit. How does spirit communicate with you through electronics and flashing lights? And yes, I agree with all of that. However, it's not just one way. There's fucking a rise in the kinetic energy. And that's my question. Who else pulled it off? You've got this energy across the collective of the Earth Angel Glow, a powerful energy that hasn't ever been seen on this planet before, that groups are trying to duplicate without doing the work. The energy is everywhere. It's just what it is. These truths are slowly coming out in mystical and magical ways. I can't do anything about that, right? You got karmics talking about soul loss, and the first thing I want to think is, cool, how many souls, how many people did they curse, themselves and all involved, coming up against the high priestess glowing divine Pisces energy? So yeah, you got tarot readers saying one thing, but the influencers are still saying something completely else. As an influence, cool, where are they influencing people to? Right? They've already forgot what they've said. They'll say one thing and then they come back, well, we just have to recant that. That shit didn't work. I'm guilty of it too. The energy changes. The energy changes as they do. We continue to learn. We're evolving, and that's what it is. I mean, you've got every tarot reader on the planet talking about Pisces. The fight will continue. Well, yeah, they enacted spiritual warfare. Now it's going back on them. Who knows? I don't know what's going to happen. I have no clue. What they put out goes back on them. Okay, cool. So you got groups. Cool. I'm sure those groups have loved ones. Oh, we love this person that's in that group that did stupid shit. Left brain, right brain, subconscious mind. The entire Pisces collective. Pisces, you have to continue fighting. Pisces is tired of fighting. Tell the angels what you want and sit back and watch the magic happen, Pisces. I hear there's a light out there that's triggering demons, Pisces. It's very simple. All you have to do is say, oh, me. My light triggers demons. Cool. I want to see that shit. I want to know what techniques you used. I want to know how you developed that energy that's non-duplicatable. That's what it is. No one's any better than anyone else. Some of us are just a little stranger than others. We're just a little more rare than others. You got unicorn and owl spirit running across the collective, and they're talking about how the Earth Angel's energy is cloaked. Cloaked by owls and unicorns. Look at that shit. Left brain, right brain, subconscious mind. Happy Mother's Day, Pisces. This is what it is. Everyone wanted to destiny swap. It's what it is. I mean, I can just leave it at that. Just sit back and they wanted to sit back and enjoy the gossip. The shit, they're not laughing anymore. Right? And I've already got signs, synchronicities, and prophecy that's lining up with the fucking movie, The Frighteners. Holy shit. That's the mark. They're being marked. You hear a reader talking about people being marked for deletion. I'm not going to sit here and say that I don't care. What kind of piece of shit doesn't care? Thank you for the 5-star reviews. Thank you for the 5-star reviews. We'll just leave it at that. Power on the situation. Wait, cards in the upright? No, cool. I'm glad I asked. Power on the situation. Yes, failure. The power is, they don't have sovereignty. They did not reach sovereignty. They did not ascend. I can't do anything about that. That's what it is. Fucking the lies are coming out. So glad I checked those cards. The powers that were are no longer the powers that be. That's what it is. And they're fighting. That's what it is. Can't do anything about that. Avoid the confrontation. Avoid the fight. Let spirit fucking kick back and let spirit do what it does. That's what it is. You can't look at the movie, you can't look at the other movies that we've been able to match this energy to get our messages out of and not include the fucking Frighteners with Michael J. Fox. You can't. You've got the Fox energy. You've got Archangel Michael in there. The J's in the middle. That's the Jinn. Right? You've already had the readers fucking confirm it. I can't put the puzzle together if they don't give me the pieces. I've got clients coming to me with fucking daughters that are jinn possessed. We've got UAP lights coming out of God knows where. You've got these drone look at me, I'm a government shenanigan, and then you've got the stuff they send me of, oh my God, what the fuck is that in the sky? That's if you want to know what my love language is, fucking ask and receive. When I send you the shit that I have on the back burner and you send me the emoji that goes, oh, that's a heart to me. That's a heart to me. I go for shock value. That's what it is. It's what it is. You can't deny it at this point. However, no, when you look at those characters, it's what it is. You've got the white guy, you've got the black guy, you've got the hanging judge, you've got the Egyptian aspect of it. We're already seeing the dumb shit of fucking Bubba Hotep, and they're all talking about soul loss and soul fragmentation. And fucking, have you ever seen the movie Bubba Hotep? There is more symbolism and shit in that movie for a B-rate flick than anything you can possibly imagine. They fucking filmed it in Carnage, Texas, didn't they? Isn't that the one? I can't fucking remember. Anyway. Right, and you got angel numbers sending a shit about Egyptian roots with nursing homes, going and visiting. It's what it is. When you put it all together and you sit there and you go, what the fuck am I looking at? That's what I go for. And the more complicated the concept is to understand, the easier it is for the INFJ. It's fact. It's what it is. Scott Morgan can teach you that. On the emotional side of things, yes, people are all in their emotions because they didn't listen to their intuition. Right? You've got reader after reader after reader talking about they were warned to stop. They were warned. Cool. We have to let that shit go. That's what it is. They have created a mountain of karma. Cool. That they tried to do everything they could to block Pisces. What they wanted for another is what they wanted for themselves. Now that they're all blocked with a mountain of shit around them, cool. We've got valleys. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death cults, I shall fear no evil. Because they're all blocked with a mountain of shit to deal with. Didn't listen to their intuition. Women who can't teach you anything on the emotional side of things. That's what it is. I can't do anything about that. Has to do with influence and public pressure. That's what it is. Gold diggers, clout chasers, cashing in on the spiritual community. Now realizing that they went up against what? A healer who has ancestors that don't fucking play with these people. That's what tarot says. Cool, go argue with tarot. That's what it is. Their death cult initiation is upside down. Right? Them trying to sacrifice a human on this planet failed miserably. What they wanted for the divine is what they wanted for themselves. And that is the challenge that we have to get over now. People with thousands, maybe millions of followers that you're going to find out were involved in trying to fucking present an offering that has now become an eye for an eye. Manifestation. Yeah, you can't nurture anything those people try to manifest. It's what it is. Can't do anything about that. Thank you, Pisces. Happy Mother's Day. I'm so glad that creation is continuing forward. And thank you, Wendy. Maybe I'll find a fish fry today. I hope she wasn't talking about me, because that shit goes right back on you. You would be the karmic getting fried, trying to fry fish. You got a friend in me. That's what it is. I think about Wendy all of the time. Fucking anytime you come to me with the idea of multiple sclerosis, okay, cool. I can't be that much fucking different than anyone else. The reason I put in time, effort, and energy is because I have that shit. I laid in bed for years. Not too many people on this planet laid in a fucking bed staring at the ceiling. Babe, please go out of this bed. What do they tell you? Pisces cries to the universe, and the universe comes in and does shit. That's what it is. Freaking the manifestation is no gratitude. That's what it is. You got to think about that. They tried to destiny swap with someone that they did not do their research on. And now they're going through mountains of karma. I can't do anything about Life Path 8 Sun karma. I can't do anything about that. Right? We told them that this would happen. They didn't believe it. Now there's no. If I'm the only one that can help them, I can't take their karma. I'm not getting back into another karmic contract. I've got one with Jesus. Me and Jesus have already settled it. That's what it is. He's my Scorpio twin death ray energy. That's what it is. You can't. Yeah, I don't give a shit what anyone does, to be totally honest. I hope it benefits you in the end. That's what it is. However, right, where are the others with the light that triggers demons? I just want to know. Pisces wants answers. And you got Therory. Pisces, you're never going to get the answer that you seek. I know. That's why I keep asking the question. Harmony and balance on the situation. Black magic. That's what it is. Their black magic's going back on them. I can't do anything about that. I can't do anything about that. I gave you AI's interpretation down in the comments of what my Merkaba return to sender does. Just me sitting here. Just me walking around. Pisces, the earth angel energy affects people in ways they don't understand. Yes, I know, and AI understands it, so I gave you that shit in the comments. Let AI tell you. That's what it is. No one believes the INFJ anyway till it's too fucking late. Their health is upside down. It's too late. Can't do anything about that. Black magic's going back on them. Health's upside down, and I can't do anything about that. They chose money over love. No love. Okay, great. Harmony and balance, no love. Wonderful. It's just what it is. Can't do anything about that. If you're not getting, if you have nothing but a hate train on the, cool, they're at the vibration of hate. Now they're in fear, cool, they're at the vibration of fear. They're locked into the 3D. I can't do anything about that. Right? They can't forgive. They can't. They're still living in the past. Cool. That shit's a past life. Yesterday, that shit was a past life. That's what it is. Still having that energy projected in. Tarot readers are tired of reading that energy around the sun. Cool. Best I can do is get your shit out of the sun. Freaking tarot readers are tired of having to look at shit between them and the sun. You gotta think about it. Your light triggers demons, great. Tarot readers are getting nothing but the energy of demons between them and the sun. So, distancing the karmics, yeah, they don't meditate. That's what it is. That's what it is. Right? That's good. That's going to be that's the main key to all of this, especially self-healing, is meditation. What is the one thing you hear when you I ask the question all the time, do you meditate? What do they tell me? No, I don't have time for that. No, you have time for all your problems. Right? Everything that you're trying to fucking get, everything that you're going to the doctor for, everything that you're looking outside of yourself, trying to fix, trying to solve, trying to benefit from, trying to move forward with. Cool. All healing self starts with going within. Period. I don't have time for that. No, you have time for all of the shit that we don't want to hear about anymore. We just don't. I'm more than welcome to be a great listener. Cool. Tell me about your meditation techniques. Tell me about what you're doing that works for you and not all the shit that doesn't work for you. Right? Talk about the future. Talk about the next moment and not fucking yesterday. That's what it is. Every time you run into someone, that's all they want to talk about is fucking yesterday. They're stuck to the past. Cool. That's what it is. They're living in the past. You can't go forward into the future when you're living in the past. You're sitting in past energy. It's what it is. It's like sitting on the toilet, never flushing it or getting up. You're sitting in the shit. Meditation, fucking, yes, what it is. Not masters. Right? That's what it is. And most people are in the position they're in right now with their energy and receiving karma because they listened to people that were not energy workers. They weren't energy masters. They weren't. And a master doesn't make anyone any more enlightened than anyone else. It means they did the fucking work. That's what it is. If you go to Taco Smell, let's go to Taco Smell. Let's go somewhere fast food, right? And you walk in there and you've never been behind that counter. You've never been back there. Right? Doesn't matter where they put you back there. You're not going to know what to. You're not just going to be able to walk in. Never been behind the counter of a Taco Smell before. Don't even know how they freaking. Why do you think robbers have such a hard time working a cash register? They've never been allowed to work one before. what it is. That's what it is. So you're talking about people walking into a taco smell, never been behind the counter before, and say, "I'm going to be the manager. I'm going to manage all of the energy in this place." Have never even seen 2,500-year-old information before, but yet I know all about it. I know all about it. That's what it is. People are fucking self-reflecting in very, very odd ways at this time. That's what it is. You gotta let that go. Right? You got to think. Pisces gets a new beginning. Pisces gets a clean slate. You hear all of that across tarot. Okay, great. What had to happen for Pisces to get that new beginning? I'll tell you, people had to create so many problems that we could not help them with, that now they're stuck in all of the problems that they created in groups, gaggles, hives, herds, weaponized the justice system, and now that is fucking their down. What they wanted for another is what they wanted for themselves. Cool. It's divine justice. Can't do anything about that. Right? They're in fear. Cool. They're stuck to the 3D. Masculine's upside down. They put their will towards the wrong thing. Look at that. 50-50. Everything from the past was a 50-50 shot. It was a yes or no, a 1 or a 0. 0 is everything. 1 is the choice that you make. Right? A 0 is a magical number. It is nothing and everything at the same time. It's the God frequency. 0 point energy. Cool. Moving forward, yes, we have a mountain of dark hearts to deal with. Cool. Can't do anything about that. Happy Mother's Day. That's what it is. Focus on the positive while they focus on their dark hearts. That's a 50-50. That's what it is. And I'm the polarity of playing games with the divine white light. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. You've already got the zombie street drug as their cover up to throw it so that they got something to accuse you of, I would assume, because on an energetic level, that is the video game Dying Light. Right? And the Frighteners. You've got Pisces ancestors. Think about it. Study shamanic sickness. Right? That's people that generally don't make it. They usually lose their minds. They can't prove to the universe that they can heal. Right? Dealing with the spiritual world, a bridge between here and the spiritual realm. Cool. My fixed signs? Sun, Adam, Pisces, Sun, Adam. It's Gemini moon energy of the Lover's card. Leo rising is the Most High, the winged angel at the top. It's where that Earth angel energy comes in from. It's where you're straight from the divine. The Earth angel gets their downloads directly from the divine. Cool. That is the Lover's card. I've showed people before. Look up the Lover's card. Right? That is equal sides of the brain working together at the same time. The masculine side of the brain is looking over at Eve in the Lover's card, and if you look at Eve, she's looking directly up at the divine. She's looking up at the angel and the sun. Cool, that's the Leo rising in Saturn. It's the boss. The feminine side of the INFJ brain is getting their message directly from the boss on my birth chart. Right? And people have lost everything coming up against that, trying to stop the divine path, stopped the divine path within them. I can't do anything about that. That's what it is. Soul families are coming in. Soul families are over top of this. Congratulations. Yes, I understand. I have several appointments. It's just what it is. Thank you for the reminder. That's what it is. That's what it is. The feminines of the past are now stuck underneath of a 50-50 thing of lack of faith on Mother's Day. What's over top of that? Yeah, they have no compassion for this shit that was done. Pisces has lived every sign on the zodiac, male or female. The negative feminine Pisces, I can only speak for myself, I guess any feminine Pisces energy, they harvested your energy in groups, covens, secret societies, Pisces has a paranormal, supernatural. You've got one extra lifetime than everyone else. That's why you're a Pisces. Cool. You're a grade ahead of everyone else. They tried to take your spiritual protection, Pisces. By doing that, they jeopardized their own when you call it back, Pisces. You're calling back your spiritual protection that you were born with, your birthright. Some of us were obviously targeted at an early age. I agree with that, Tarot. The fucking movies have our life story, our shit. The starseeds' lives are playing out like a movie. Yes, I can agree. All the signs are there. Yes, I agree. It's a divine setup, Pisces. Yes, I can agree. It's a divine setup from the creator consciousness. I can absolutely agree. When you go to the original talk of how fucking Fox Studios started, right? Competing over reels with Thomas Edison. The dude had an imp. He had a demon representing all of the reels. It was their logo, the Logos. The Jinn have been involved. Loki and Freya Earth Magic have been involved since the beginning. We'll never figure it out. You're talking about the Divine's magic trick. Look at what it is. Can't remove that negative energy now, can we? Dark hearts going forward that we can't remove the negative energy from, that's called karma. And fucking spirit's not changing their mind. That's what it is. There's nothing we can do about that. What they wanted for another is what they got for themselves. Great. Yeah, I wish everyone love, light, abundance, happy, healthy, 5-star reviews. Happy, healthy, die, my friends. 5-star Jesus healing. Hell, even be good to the pushing up daisies. That's what it is. They're in shock at the things that Pisces had to overcome. Cool. Now Pisces overcame all those things because it was Pisces' divine path. Now they're all stuck in a mountain of shit. Just because the master can say mountain move doesn't mean he does it. It's what it is. Karmic lessons are meant to be learned. It's what it is. It's what it is. So, it's what it is. Happy Mother's Day, Pisces. You know, knowing that you guys were targeted. Okay, you were chosen for a reason. Okay, great. Their plans failed. I can't do anything about that. God stepped in. I can't do anything about that. Tarot is obviously talking about energy that people just don't match up with. Okay, great. That's going to put them all in their egos, envy, jealousy, denial. Denial is the first sign that they have a problem, that those readings aren't for them. The minute someone says, that doesn't exist, well, yeah, it doesn't exist because you don't live a magical reality. You don't live a paranormal INFJ reality. You don't live a paranormal Pisces reality. You live a mundane program. You're not a creator in this world. You're an NPC, and that's fine. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Right? That was one of the most beautiful things I heard on Mel Carmine's channel. The guest he had talked about messages from higher density beings. He was able to take technology and mirror things. It's like when you take a dollar bill and you get the Twin Towers, mad fold-ins, all that shit. Cool. When you go to the Scott Morgan's channel, the INFJ Consciously Unconscious Human, and it shows you 2 lanterns or Rubens bars and fades where the INFJ can see 2 images as one image. Yes, that is diverging our eyes, that gift of sight we have to look right in the middle through our third eye and see all the different shit, all the things that this guy is using technology, making totem poles and shit. Got that synchronicity over here across the street. Pisces ancestors have spoken. It's the first thing he says on Mel Carmine's channel. Right? Was those of us that are doing the DNA activations, those of us that are raising our frequency, those of us that are doing the inner work, the meditation, right? We're raising up to they make diagrams that show you once this light expands past certain realms, you tap into different realms of reality, higher frequency realities, right? You can go and you can listen to all these different entities that are talking through humans. Cool. I refuse I refuse to allow to give my vessel to an out. You've got dark entities working through people that have a huge celebrity following. I wonder who they're talking about, Tarot. I wonder who these people are that are celebrities with a huge following that have dark entities working through them as they smile in your face. That's what it is. That will stop at nothing. They'll stop at nothing not to be found out that they're the dark entities working through people right in their face. And I want to be wrong. That's what it is. All they have to do is call me. Chances are my light triggers their demons. That's what it is. I can't do anything about that. Happy Mother's Day. Fucking their names have already been called out in tarot. I can't do anything about that. Right? That's the truth that's going to be said. The people that you trusted, right? Pisces is rising from the ashes due to group collaborations involving celebrities, involving everything that we're doing what? Having dark entities work through them and fucking lead people where? That's what it is. I just want to know. Right? They're doing everything they can to what? Get over on the divine? Is that still the energy in the cards? Okay. We have to let that go. Just let that go. Namaste.